Well, with it being Thanksgiving weekend, we're going to have the whole fam jam over to the place, and there might be certain conversations that you need to have with mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, and those conversations are maybe it's time to get something in the house to keep you safe, but also keeping you in the house as I turn my back to the camera. Great to be at Home Stairlift with Q to kind of take us through some of the options and that conversation that needs to be had, but yes. it's an important one to have.
Yes, absolutely. So Thanksgiving, like you mentioned, is coming around the corner. This year, out of many years, is one of the the biggest years for get-togethers. With some of the much more loosening of the restrictions and more families are getting together. And as you mentioned, grandma, grandpa, the conversation about getting up and down the stairs safely. Why wait for something bad to happen before it actually happens?
Because is that what you find a lot of the time? Something has to happen. Somebody has to have a fall. Then you determine that maybe now's the time to do something.
Exactly, exactly. And we all know now's not the best time to be going into hospitals. It's already overwhelmed, and our frontline workers do not need that extra, the extra pressure added onto them. So here at Home Stairlift Rentals and Sales, we offer stair lifts. And as you can see,
all different types.
All different types, and we only do stair lifts. Unlike some other dealers out there, we specialize in it. Okay. That's all we do. Be good at what you do, and only do that.
Is it kids a lot of the time of mom and dad that are coming to you and seeing some options? Because a lot of time, grandma, grandpa, mom and dad, they've been living in their house for years. They're proud. They don't want to change the house.
Exactly.
Is it those dealings that you're seeing a lot with?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pride involved. And really, you don't want to leave the home that you love and you live for so many years.
But this is a great option to stay in the home rather than if you do have just even like 3 stairs like this can be a big difference if you have something like this.
It can. We have lots of testimonies from a lot of our customers. They don't realize how much independence they gain, back in the home. Just for, like you said, even a couple of steps is a big difference.
Questions you get a lot are what? Cost? Installation?
Installation, yeah, absolutely. So cost, a lot of people don't know you can actually rent stair lifts. It doesn't have to be a permanent thing. As we said before, visitation, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, coming around the corner, is a great opportunity to get folks to come visit your home now and accommodate them and being safe. Installation-wise, it only takes a couple of hours for a straight. People think it's a whole day's job. It's only 2-3 hours. That's it.
So do you have to come to somebody's home and check out the situation first before you install? That's the best thing to do?
Yeah, that's the best thing. We'll have one of our assessors will come to the home. We take measurements, and then we also ask questions, so that we can make sure we help provide the right solution and the right model and product for the person who's using it.
Right. Okay. So let's take a break because we're going to be here for the morning. Let's get more into detail about that rental aspect, that cost aspect. Because listen, there's a lot of grants that you might be able to qualify for, and then let's get into more of the installation and how things work with that. And I'll just kind of hang out and go for some rides here at Home Stairlift on Morning Live. Morning. So you determine that mom or dad or grandma and grandpa need some assistance to keep them safe around the house, and you need a stair lift. The next question you have is, how much does it cost? Well, we're here at Home Stairlift with Allison. She's going to help us out with that. How are you?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
So that is that the first question? Because
yes, usually.
You think, I can't afford that.
Well, I think because no one's ever really looked into a stair lift until the exact final hour, or you go visit your parents, especially after maybe not seeing them for a year and a half during COVID, and suddenly you see they're struggling or they need help. So we can help you. You can get a stair lift. They start at about $2,200. We can have them installed next day.
$2,200, is that new?
That's a pre-owned lift. That's a pre-owned straight lift.
Because you guys do both.
We do both.
Is there the preference? Are pre-owned just as good as a new one?
They're just as good. They're about a year old. We use them as rental options because that's something else we do. if you are recovering from surgery, or you have family members who are coming to visit you finally after COVID overseas and they need something in your home to visit you, we offer rentals, 1-month rentals, 3-month rentals.
Because there's so many different styles too,
Yes.
depending on what your stairs look like.
Every
right?
home is unique, right? So if you have a curved staircase, we have to custom make a rail for you.
Right.
So there is a little bit more cost involved here. But like we keep hearing from everybody, nobody can afford to move right now
Yeah.
because of the housing market. So a stair lift offers a solution to stay in the home you love.
What about subsidies?
Yes, so this is something a lot of people don't know right now, that the Ontario government offered this year a tax credit for 2021. So he's offering funding up to, I believe it's $2,100, anything to keep over 65 safe in the home that they're living in. They'll give you a tax credit at the end of the year.
Do you work that with the customer? Do they
Yes.
have to do that on their own, or you can kind of hold their hand with that?
We can help direct them in the direction that they need to go, because there's all sorts of funding. Different ALS or Toronto Renovates, there's all different things that people might not be fully aware of, and we can help point you in the right direction.
Okay, so we've been talking about Thanksgiving. Christmas season is coming up too, so that temporary solution that you might need. So let's take a break. Let's get into the rental aspect. As you're mentioning about that special offer for CHCH viewers, that goes until the end of October. That
$2,200 for a straight lift,
Okay.
end of the month.
Hey, Luke, you look tired, buddy. How about you have a seat there? Sit down. Yeah, sit down, because you get a remote control with it too. See ya, pal. Home Stairlift on Morning Live. Just taking a ride down the stairs here with Home Stairlift, and we've been talking about it's Thanksgiving, so there's going to be a lot of conversation to mom and dad or grandma and grandpas if they kind of do need help getting up or down the stairs. Here's the thing too, is maybe it's not a permanent thing. Maybe you just need it because somebody just had surgery. That's an option as well, and that's pretty unique in the industry. Great to have Allison back with us here from Home Stairlift. Is anybody else do the rental side of things, Allison?
For sure. A lot of people don't realize that you can rent a lift. So whether your stairs are straight or curved, you can rent a lift. So if your parents are coming from overseas to visit you, or if anyone in your family is recovering from surgery.
Well, even like, let's say when you're recovering from surgery, you don't have to be the older demographic either,
anyone.
right?
Even children born with mobility limitations, this helps the parents a lot too as well, right? Because a lot of people are carrying their children up and down the stairs. This helps the family, the child feel more independent. So, and with the holidays coming around, we keep hearing from customers, they're flying their parents out from overseas, but my parents can't really navigate the stairs.
Right.
Hey, here's a rental option. You can rent it for a month, 3 months.
I was going to say, is there a minimum that you have to rent it for?
There's no minimum. You can get, for a curved lift, it is a 3-month rental.
Because it's just a little bit more elaborate to actually install something?
Yes. But a straight lift, you can rent for as little as 1 month.
And these are all pre-used?
Yes, there are rental units, so they are, but they've only been in use for about a year.
So when they're
all certified.
So when you're done with it, what happens?
So when you're done, you just let us know, and
Right.
we come deinstall it and take it out of your home within a day or two. Something else that people don't know that we offer here is if you do purchase a lift from us, we do buy them back. So we'll come into your home, remove everything from your home, and then buy the lift back for a percentage of what you paid for it.
And is anybody else doing that?
No.
Nobody else is doing that?
No one else is doing that in the industry.
That's pretty unique. Okay. Well, that's great. We'll take one more break and we'll come back. We'll talk to Les, because we'll get into that installation aspect, because every home is different, every stair is different, so you have to do kind of an assessment to kind of see what it looks like, and then what it will take to install a stair lift. But you'll do it right around the region.
Yeah.
And if somebody was watching right now and they wanted it.
If you need a straight stair lift installed tomorrow, we can get it to you.
The straight one is the
And
is
we're
the key.
offering pre-owned lifts right now until the end of the month for your viewers for $2,200.
Okay, we'll be back with Home Stairlift on Morning Live. Morning, everybody. Last visit with Home Stairlifts, and we're actually demonstrating, because I've been kind of hanging out in them for most of the morning, but you do get a remote control. So You could actually be sending laundry up there and stuff like
Oh,
that
yes.
too, right?
Laundry, groceries.
Yeah.
As long as it's securely fastened, you're fine.
Great to be here with Les, helping us out. But you're kind of one of the folks that are going to be helping anybody out that's coming in looking for one of these units. And
Yes.
and what's the big thing that you find is the loss of independence for a lot of people?
Yeah, that's a good point, because I go into people's homes, and one of the things I find, especially with men, I mean, they think they're losing their sense of independence.
Well, you've been in your home for so long. You've been going up and down those stairs for
Yeah.
years. You think you trust your body and that you can do it.
Yes.
And then one day you can't.
Yeah.
And you fall down the stairs.
Yeah, when you think of stairs and you think of seniors, one of the major areas of injuries to seniors is falls especially on stairs. And that can have a dramatic impact on not just the individual, but the whole family if a fall happens.
So is it hard to convince people? How do you go about that? Is that up to you, or is that even up to the family to help them convince too?
I tell them that they're not losing their independence, they're gaining a sense of freedom, because now they can use the technology for going up and down the stairs as often as they want without having the fear or anxiety associated with it.
Yeah.
I've been in people's homes, Tim, where they're crawling up the stairs on their hands and knees, or they're using the banister, they're climbing Mount Everest up the stairs, and people are balancing them, helping them, and it's just fraught with potential for injury.
And throughout the morning, we have been talking about the expense is one thing that people are concerned about. There's
Yes.
different options because everyone's kind of different. Depends on how elaborate things are too. This is kind of simple, right? Because you're just going up and down.
Yes.
But something like this, the installation is a little bit more. I guess that's why you need to be visiting the home and
Yes.
kind of assessing
In
what needs to be installed.
In any one situation, there may be multiple solutions to it. If you have a simple set of straight stairs going up like 10, 15 steps up a stairs, it's a straight stairs. Once you get into curved stairs or multiple levels, then there's usually different options that you can have
Right.
for straight stairs or multiple straight stair lifts.
And there's different brands. Some
And curved stairs.
Are they all?
Each
some,
one's different.
some brands better than others?
Yeah,
Or-
it's interesting. Not everybody has the same budget. Not everybody has the same tastes. Not everybody has the same preferences. That's why we offer in our Family Assessment Center here a variety of different curved and straight stair lifts.
Okay, and we talked with Allison earlier. There is the rental option too.
Yes.
If you didn't want something as permanent, or you don't need something
Yeah.
permanent,
Yeah.
that's an option for you too. And special offer for CHCH viewers.
Yes.
$2,200 for a pre-loved, as you like to say.
Yes.
Pre-loved stair lift.
Pre-loved stair lift.
But again, you'll still have to kind of reach out because they'll have to come and assess the.
We like to, just to make sure that everything's fine in terms of their ability to sit and stand,
Right.
their ability to get on and off the stair lift
Okay.
is important.
Nice meeting
You
you.
want to make sure it's safe.
Celebrating 10 years. Hop in. Let's go for
Great.
a ride.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
get in there, Les.
We can go for one together.
Yeah! Home stair lift on Morning Live.